Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Alright, let's meet up in the flower forest. The flower forest is not so flowery these days. Some rose hips. We still got the hips. Full of vitamin C and stuff. So, hi! It's November. There are no more flowers. I'm gonna go somewhere more comfortable. My little fairyland viney paradise has become kind of a haunted, dead viney land. Dead paradise. So anyways, it's lovely to see you again, and I thought it's a good time to record a video because I'm feeling very inspired and excited. I just had some epiphanies, and let's see if I can transmit them to you. So the root of the epiphany that I'm having right now is that basically that who I am is okay to a level that I hadn't thought about before. I mean, obviously everybody says, you're beautiful just the way you are, etc. That's not news, but the thing that is news is thinking about my ADD, so I'm in the beginning of a slow process of dawning on my brain that I do have ADD, and what am I going to do about it? And I just came from a session with my therapist. Yes, I will admit I'm in therapy. I think therapy is a wonderful tool for growing as a person, and it's really helped me. This therapist knows a lot about ADD, and she's helping me to identify more and more things that I struggle with, or things that are a part of my life that I never realized were caused by ADD, and it just makes a lot of things make sense for me. But one of the things, like today, I was like, all right, so, like, how am I going to be successful? Like, what am I supposed to do about this, And she was like, you have to base your life around the way that you are instead of trying to force yourself to fit into something that you're not. I mean, this has been a theme with me anyways, right? And I think it's a theme, I think that it's just a true thing, that, like, you need to model your life around who you are instead of trying to change yourself to fit into some idea of who you should be. That was the main message of my little career day presentation last week. I went to a middle school last week and I talked to middle schoolers about careers, and they were not very interested. Tough crowd, middle schoolers. I thought I was going to ignite their minds, but not so much. I tried. So anyways, I can tell you guys, because you care if you're watching this, here's the thoughts. So as a person with ADD, I cannot do the same thing for any amount of time. I mean, like, and I've always thought that was a problem. I've been so frustrated, like, I love to play music, why can't I just practice regularly and get really good at something and just follow that, I love writing, why can't I just write all the time and get really good at that? Like, why can't I ever focus on one thing? Why am I always jumping from one to the other? And I saw that as like a real failing on my part and something that would prevent me from becoming respected and successful at anything. But what she just helped me realize is that that's my way, and that could be okay. I could go with that. That actually, even though I jump from one interest to the other, I have core interests that I continuously come back to, and each time I come back to it, I deepen my understanding of it a little bit more. Like with music, that has happened, and lots of other things, meditation and yoga, all these things. I can never consistently keep up like a daily practice of anything for more than a few months. And that's because my brain stops being stimulated and it goes to sleep, and that's not for people that have an ADD brain. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, my career can and does and will involve bringing all different things together. That's the gift. Like, she helped me see, like, that's the gift that I have to share with people, is that I'm fascinated by so many different things, and I have this desire and ability to bring them all together. And that's what I'm doing for you, That's why this is so satisfying to me. And that's what I am. I'm a go out and collect and gather and synthesize and digest and then put it all together. And I can be that. I can just do that. That's okay. Like, so we're having all of these things happening, Saturday I taught a workshop combining loving kindness meditation, laughter yoga, and kirtan. And on Saturday I'm gonna sing at a wedding, and on Sunday is the last day of my yoga teacher training when I give a yoga presentation. And my life could be like this, like my career could be like this. I could continue like that, and I could eventually be getting paid for all these things where it's like teach a workshop, teach a yoga class, teach sing, dance, like that can be a good thing. That can be my gift. So that's my message of the day, is like to look inward. You can only gain by looking truthfully at who you are and learning about your strengths and weaknesses, and really thinking about how can I tailor my life to maximize my strengths and to make up for my weaknesses. So like what she was just pointing out to me was like, if I wanted to teach a meditation class, a weekly meditation class, I could try and force myself to do that again. It's never worked great for me to do that, because after so many weeks I get bored and understimulated, and I just lose my motivation. And she said, maybe you're not a regular class person, maybe you're a workshop person. Workshops are great for people with ADD because you just have this one event and you plan for it and then you do it and then it's over and then you do something else. And I was like, are you saying that it could be okay for me to just live like that? Like to be constantly doing all different things, and that I could be successful that way? And she was like, yeah, you have to. That's what she kept saying. She's like, well, yeah, you have to, because that's who you are. And I just feel really good. Nobody ever told me that, Nobody ever told me that in school, that I could do 100 different things and that could be okay. So I'm excited. I hope that that was helpful to you in some way. I really believe that I believe that your strengths are your strengths, obviously, and that your weaknesses can also even be hidden strengths for you. And it just takes a lot of careful thinking about, who am I? What am I good at? What am I not good at? What do I enjoy? How can I put all of these things together in a way that benefits other people? And that's how you get to express your true gifts, and that's what makes you feel satisfied in your life. Like, more important than any amount of money, if you want to be happy, is like expressing the true gifts that you have in the world. Nothing feels better than that, to me. And the thing that makes me get that feeling is synthesizing information about how we can be happier people from everything I can get my hands on, all different walks of life, bringing it together, and then sharing with somebody just the thing that's going to help them. And also collaboration, creative and musical collaboration is one of the other things that just makes me the happiest in the world. So I'm going to keep doing that sometimes. And sometimes I'm going to be doing something else, and that's okay. All right, have a beautiful day.